The NBA 2K21 demo is here. And in the demo, you can get a head start on your My Career by jumping in and trying out the My Player Builder. To start off, you have the option to download the My NBA 2K21 mobile app to scan your face into the game.
And those are the starting lineups. Lots of interest.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Good evening and welcome to tonight's presentation of Noche Le DA.
Well, Victor,
you better believe it. Outstanding, David. Thank you. Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. And for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. And it's Ennis in at the 3 spot. Now here is Holiday. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That's on Evan Fournier.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
Inching our way toward the end of the season here in the NBA, Doris, and just how much fatigue after all these games and all these months and practices and travel. How much fatigue are these players feeling, you think, right now?
well, I think NBA players like to tell us, come March, come April, everybody has bumps and bruises. No one is 100%. What you're hoping to do as an NBA organization is manage the rest that you can possibly give to your guys down the stretch of the season. Because the healthier you are going into the postseason, the better off you're going to be.
And Vucevic with the basket on the assist by Gordon.
Boy, don't you love to see Aaron Gordon make these kinds of decisions. This guy is fully capable of recognizing open teammates.
Now, here's Brogdon. They count on his contributions, currently providing 16.5 points a game. Holiday, the putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
That's going to be over and back. Not watching for the line that time. A little over a minute gone here in the first quarter. Looking for Warren. He gets it there. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time.
Well, so committed to scoring near the cup. T.J. Warren, nice touch.
Here's Augustine bringing it up now for Orlando. 4-point game. Passes it to Vucevic. And the rebound goes to the Pacers. Last time they met was in Indiana.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserves.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones.
Well, you think back to T.J. Warren and how good he has been for the last few years. And yet last season, he took a huge step forward by adding the three-pointer to his arsenal.
The Pacers have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Brogdon the pass to Holiday. Brogdon kicks to Holiday. Back to Brogdon. And out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. And the way Warren improved his three-point shooting last year, Doris, was incredible.
No doubt, Kevin. This is a guy who went from below 25% the year before from distance to making over 40% of his range shots. He did all this while coming close to tripling his three-point attempts. What an improvement.
Here's Holiday following the bucket by Orlando.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
I think defensively, that is not the way you want to start. Giving up high percentage looks, that doesn't typically end well.
And Orlando has possession, following the score by Indiana. Here's Fournier, and it's sent back by Turner.
Well, how about Turner's ability to anticipate when the shooter's going to release? Couldn't be better at timing his rejections.
And Holiday, here we go. And the wide open shot from Warren, and good, and it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Pass to Vucevic. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the first. Shoots over Turner, and it's Vucevic missing.
The inside just a bit too congested for him to get the usual shot he would have with rhythm. And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And truly some significant roster changes for the Pacers this past summer.
Jeremy Lamb, Malcolm Brogdon, T.J. Warren. They've gotten younger and gotten better as well, if you ask me. Excellent work by the Pacers front office. No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
The Pacers making a change here. McDermott's checked in. Oladipo finds Turner. Warren with the ball. And he can't extend the lead to double digits.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Got a piece of it. Stolen by Warren. Now here's McDermott. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Here's Brogdon. Lays it in without an inch of room around him.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Augustine from outside. Out of bounds as Orlando keeps possession. So both teams making some changes here. To halt the run, and the dunk by Bamba.
Boy, you better keep the 7-footer Mo Bamba away from the cup. What an easy finish.
Holiday left side. To the left wing. Fires the three. Itadze tips it back in.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
And give them credit, Greg, for approaching this game with the right energy and intensity. This team has attacked every chance they've gotten.
And so it's Indiana with a 10-point. And we welcome you back to our special Noche Latina broadcast as the second quarter getting going right now. And when you consider how the Pacers are doing, guys, what do you think?
Well, you come in thinking they're going to settle for perimeter jump shots. Think again.
They've certainly made the commitment to pounding the basketball into the painted area, and boy, is it paying dividends.
And so in the game for the Pacers, we've got Doug McDermott, and it's Holiday in at the shooting guard position. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, for Nick Vucevic, there were some great firsts last season. His son, Philip, was born in December. And then Dad made his first All-Star appearance. Nick is from a basketball family. He said, "I'll enjoy telling my son the stories, like my dad did with me. We'll see if he likes the game of basketball." I think he will. Kevin?
Well, DA, it's certainly in his genes. Thanks for that report.
Well, you talk about physical gifts for the game. Mo Bamba, a 7-footer with the longest wingspan, 7'9" and a half, and that gives him a huge sphere of influence.
Right, you look at Bamba able to touch the rim while still on the ground. And he gets off the ground pretty well, too.
A good athlete, still getting stronger and developing his feel for the game, but he has something you just can't teach.
The Magic making a switch here. Ennis is checked in. Fultz dishes to Bamba. The basket good off the assist from Fultz. And that's now 6 points for Mohamed Bamba. And it's McConnell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. They've led by as much as 10. Itadze with the bucket. Here are the Magic now. Trailing here by 8. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago. Connor Williams, the pass to Birch. Nice pass. Right into the rack perfectly for the layup.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
McDermott kicks to Holiday. Here's Bitadze, covered by Bamba. Almost, but it rolls out. The Magic have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. And finished off by Fultz.
Boy, there's big-time athleticism in the body of Markelle Fultz. Get up, young sir.
Pass to Holiday. Here's Bitadze. Cans the shot with nobody near him. Bitadze's got 4 points this quarter.
Justin Holiday.
The Magic trail by 6. To the right side. The pass to Birch. It's deflected. Now the Pacers moving it up. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal. And the Magic, one of those franchises that's still looking for its first title.
And Greg, they've been to the NBA Finals twice, but boy, did they run up against 2 of the all-time great individual closers in history. 1995, Hakeem Olajuwon says no to the Magic. 2009, the Black Mamba, Kobe Bryant, says, no, sir, I'm getting another championship.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Passes to Fultz. 6 to shoot. Orlando needs to get off a shot. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Sampson, and he converts the layup. Sampson's got the lead up to 12 now for the Pacers.
Well, after a less than stellar start in the first quarter, you like to see that shot go down.
Connor Williams, the pass to Birch. He kicks to Bamba. Looking to end the run, and he overshot that one, missing. Pacers leading by 12. Down low, here's Birch. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Clearly a foul.
The Magic shooting their first shots of the night from the charity stripe.
And their success rate on the season, right around 77%. And back in his day as coach of the Blazers, players called Nate McMillan Sarge for his style. Very tough and demanding.
The beauty, though, Greg, to me is Nate McMillan has adapted. He has given more leeway for his players and his assistant coaches. He's willing to take players aside and bring a more personal approach. And I think in today's NBA, that's critical.
And Vucevic kicks to Gordon. Ross on the wing. For the 3. Here's Vucevic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Malcolm Brogdon.
Let's remember we're talking about a fundamentally sound player. Nikola Vucevic gifted at fooling defenders with that pump fake.
And working, Kevin, themselves to the line here in the second. A nice way to get your offense going.
Brogdon the pass to Turner. Augustine with the steal. Deep 2 from Ross. And the last second attempt does not go in for him. And so it's Indiana ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. Their shooting has been the big key. Their percentage from the field so far has been terrific. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, back. So it's Indiana who's out on top at the half. They lead by 9 points. How about you, Shaq? And that's going to do it for...
We played through the first half. Plenty of basketball, though, left in this one. We've seen T.J. Warren really having a great game.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end, and boy, this young guy has done just that.
Well, we've got a moment. Let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up for the second half. So on the floor for Orlando, Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ennis in at the small forward position.
Just so adept at sizing up the defense, guys. You cannot give Fournier any space.
Oladipo, the pass to Turner. He feeds it to Warren. It's hauled in by Gordon.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
And you hear it all the time about how they say reaching the top can be the easy part. It's the staying there that's the true challenge. And Victor Oladipo achieved stardom, but has to make his way back after his knee injury in early 2019.
Count it, good.
Well, such a polished scorer. Vucevic doesn't mind absorbing hits. He will power through it.
And Warren, here we go. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Warren's got 8 points.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
And Oladipo had already dealt with soreness in that right knee, and you talked about that, missing about a month earlier in the season.
And some suggested he came back too soon. Hindsight, always 20/20, and players want to be out there to help win games. Sometimes teams have to protect them from themselves.
And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. And they're off to Philadelphia after this game as they'll take on the 76ers. That will conclude their brief two-game road trip.
And you can see he just has a great overall feel for this game. Excellent job tonight.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Fultz, he's checked in for Orlando. Three-pointer Augustine, and again, it's the Magic from deep.
Shooting off the dribble is such an important skill. DJ Augustine gets to the pull-up game. Nicely done.
Left side, Warren. Inside. And Turner with the basket on the assist by Warren. 6 points for him.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Fultz kicks to Fournier. Gordon against Warren. Gordon dishes to Vucevic. Can't get it to fall. Pacers leading by 8.
And you look at this Magic roster, so much potential.
I think, Greg, they have done a great job of drafting to the style of play they want to play. Guys who want to get after it on the defensive end. Guys who can switch and slide on the perimeter. Guys who can protect the rim. That is the backbone of this organization.
Hits it from three-point range. Augustine's got 6 in the quarter.
Yeah, there's 6 points on consecutive 3 balls. They're finding holes now in the D.
There's the feed to Warren. And that's out of bounds. Indiana will retain possession.
Had a chance to check out some stats for Gordon. Just an incredible month of basketball. 15th in assists. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
And he really is the consummate playmaker. Always keeping his head on a swivel. Searching for the open man. Completely unselfish basketball play. And he gets it to go as they call the foul. He's on his way to the line for one more.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Terrence Ross is checked in for Vucevic. And Indiana with a change here, too. Sumner's checked in. Fultz looking around. One-on-one here. Pacers have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6.
Looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number in terms of their free throw percentage, 79.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for the Pacers.
And something that's troubled Indiana the last 3 years, rebounding.
I think, Greg, it's probably manifested at both ends of the floor, right? Some of it's about roster construction, some of it's about style of play, some of it's about philosophy. But their inability to control the glass has at times had an impact on them.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Fultz with the ball. He averages more than 12 points a game. That's some dependable production. Outside Fournier. It's good from long range. Fournier's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Magic.
Defensively, they just look out of sync, not closing out on the threes in time.
Has to be Johnson. Here's Sumner. He's guarded by Ross. Itanze. And again, it's Indiana converting.
Slow rotation there defensively, and he gets a wide open look from mid-range.
And I'll tell you, you look up at the scoreboard, that's correct. They have a big lead for a reason.
The Magic trail by 14. And here's Fultz. Count that one. Fultz has got his second basket of the night.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
McConnell passes to Sumner. From deep. No good that time. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Indiana out in front. They lead by 12. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
And when you're the beneficiary of a pass that good, you better deliver. And he did just that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. On the court right now for the Pacers. We've got Doug McDermott and it's Sampson in at the 3. Nice shot by McDermott. Doris, who are some of your favorite players to interact with, interview, and question as you go through the season?
Yeah, I mean, there's so many guys. I think, you know, certain people really give a lot of thought to their answers. So a Kyrie Irving, he wants to explain what he's thinking. He's willing to share and take a moment and consider the question. Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, Damian Lillard, all of these guys, when I ask a question, Kev, they'll pause for a moment, consider the question, and then respond. And for somebody who's got to interview, there's nothing greater than having those guys willing to take some time with me.
Well, Doris, and you always get great answers from them, too. So there was a great rapport there, I can see. Pacers leading by 14. And Holiday kicks to Sampson. Orlando grabs the miss. Gordon's got 7 rebounds in the game. Ennis taking his time here. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And just looking ahead to what's on tap, there are a lot of winnable games for them, but you can't go into the stretch with that mentality. You've got to focus on what's in front of you and bring it every night.
Outside Holiday. Here's Sumner. He's guarded by Ross. Now McDermott. Clock at 6. Pass to Sumner. Lets it go from the wing. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Magic. A great fourth quarter. Just giving up 2 points. Pacers leading by 12. Here's Itanze. And that one drops for him.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Orlando, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. It's stolen by Vucevic. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Ennis has got the ball.
How effortless is a dunk for Aaron Gordon. He's ready for takeoff, gentlemen.
Holiday with it, and it's Gordon picking him up, and Holiday kicks to Sumner. Here's Bitadze, knocks down the 10-footer. Bitadze's got the lead up to 14 now for Indiana. Magic have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the fourth quarter. Fultz, the pass to Vucevic. Ross on the wing, guarded by Holiday. Yep, it counts.
I think the skill set of Terrence Ross is seductive. He's got everything it takes to be an offensive force. Can he find consistency?
Bitadze, the pass to McDermott. Here's Bitadze. There's the pass to Sampson. A reverse. He takes it up and lays it in. And the Pacers lead by 14.
And he's got such a great touch and feel around the basket. He made that reverse look easy.
1:24 left in the fourth quarter. And the shot goes in from Fultz.
Well, this has to contribute to Markelle Fultz's confidence, showing right there he can get through the defense.
Here's Bitadze. Vucevic defending, and he throws it down hard with one hand. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Indiana.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And for the year now, they'll ramp up their win total to an even 40. Pass to Fournier. The 11-footer. Tries again. Here's Gordon. This is to Vucevic. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Well, Nikola Vucevic is a capable back-to-the-basket scorer, and he plays with tremendous confidence, guys.
And both free throws good for Vucevic. 23 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And Indiana can just let the clock run down here. Here's Sumner. Carter Williams covering. And Sumner gets it to go. And the Pacers lead by 16.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork, GA. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
So no problem for Indiana as they get the win. A resounding victory for them. And Greg in enemy territory, no less.
That's exactly right. But with the...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll do it, folks.
Once you pick your jumper, it's time to join the Clippers and test your build in a game against the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yes, and it's my player picking up the assist.
And if you're not feeling one of your builds, you have the ability to make 6 total builds and play 1 test game for each one.
A lot going on here in the Queen City. It's getting late in the season. Let's now see the standings out east. You look at the Pacers. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, Charlotte down 5 spots from them.
And when I look at Indiana, they've stayed right there, just in sniffing distance of the conference leaders. That's a solid accomplishment at this stage of the season.
Well, it's possible we haven't seen them at their best yet. They've shown they can play with any team in the league. Now they need to do it every night, not just some nights.
Here's the starting group for the Indiana Pacers. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2. And for Charlotte, they've got Washington. Also Biyombo out there. Rozier's out there with Bridges. And it's Graham in at the 2 guard. Well, Chris, as we wind toward the end of the regular season, what do you notice as an analyst that you didn't notice when you were playing?
Wow, I think what I didn't notice when I was playing was everything that goes on around the arena. Now I get to the games a couple of hours early. I get to interact with fans. I get to see game productions. The business of basketball, just how much everyone loves the game, from Adam Silver down to someone at the concession stands at the arena, how it really is a community and a family. Because when I was in Sacramento, I'm just playing for Sacramento. I didn't realize how many people in New York and Detroit and other places supported not only us in Sacramento, but their home teams, and just seeing how passionate everyone in the business of basketball, how passionate they are. And that's just something awesome to be a part of.
Rozier with the steal. Here's Washington. Here's Graham. The pass to Washington. Now Rozier. 6 on the shot clock. From outside the arc. The rebound by Turner. So Oladipo will bring it up for the Indiana Pacers. It's a 3-point game. Outside Holiday. And there's the foul. It's on Miles Bridges. That is his first foul of the game. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. On the wing, Holiday. And the rebound goes to the Hornets. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami. Here's Graham. And the first shot of the night for him, no good. The Pacers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Holiday gets the bucket.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Here's Graham. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Miami.
And that didn't come at the cost of his defense. In fact, I think it fed his defense. He had 4 steals in that game.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Now, here's Rozier. He's coming off a 40-point game against Miami. Washington, that's good.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
And one of those little spark plug guys, Terry Rozier, plays the game with, Greg, I think a chip on his shoulder.
I mean, the story goes, as a kid, when his temper flared, his mother would have to sit on him until he cooled down. He's learned to channel that fire and emotion into his game.
Now, here's Oladipo. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. First quarter of play and just over 3.5 minutes in. Graham, the pass to Rozier. Bridges against Oladipo. To the middle. Shot clock at 3. Here's Biyombo. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. And some changes here for the Hornets. Zeller, he's checked in for Biyombo. And Bacon subbed in for Miles Bridges. The Pacers also with a sub. McDermott's checked in. Outside Warren. There's 53 seconds left to play in the first quarter. McDermott passes to Warren. Here's Turner. And the Pacers can't get it to go.
Oh, you hate to let those easy chances slip through your fingers.
There's Bacon. Nice D from Oladipo.
And he's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
Warren dishes to McDermott. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here. This is his first chance at the line tonight.
And this season, he's maintained very good form at the line, shooting at about an 83% clip.
And the Hornets making a change here. Batum's checked in, and McDermott drops them both. There's 25 seconds left in the first. And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. They trail by 3. Pass to Bacon. Puts up a 3. Drills the three-pointer. Here's McConnell. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. McDermott kicks to Sampson. Shot from 16. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. It's a tie game in Charlotte. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. And it's been a pretty even game here after 1 quarter of play. Looking at what we've seen from the Hornets, what do you think?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
Well, I love the ball movement so far, G.A. Everything clicking at the offensive end.
On the court for the Pacers as our second quarter gets underway. We've got T.J. McConnell and it's Sampson in at the small forward position. Now, here's McConnell. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Holiday with it. Now guarded by Monk. Out of bounds. Pacers ball as Indiana keeps possession.
And checking out the numbers here for McConnell, how last month turned out for him. He's been putting up about 4 points a game, 3 assists, and 2 rebounds. And you like what he brings backing up the point guard.
Yeah, no doubt. He knows how to run this offense. Tremendous asset to this team coming off the bench.
And the Hornets making a change here. Hernan Gomez is checked in. Now, here's Monk. And then Monk with the dunk.
Just focusing on the task at hand. That's all you can do.
Oh, you know what it is, Greg. One play at a time. That's got to be the mindset, especially in such a tight game.
Here's Bitadze. He is still scoreless so far in this one. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. That one falls.
You always hear about chemistry. That's a perfect example, knowing where each other is at all times.
Pass to McConnell. There's the 3. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt. We've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
And guys, I think each team knows they can win this game. Just a matter who can catch that momentum.
Now here's Zeller. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Heat in Miami. And here's Hernan Gomez outside. Sampson pulls it in.
If you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time down.
McDermott. That one, no good. And Charlotte will go the other way with it. Zeller passes to Monk. Out to the wing. Hernan Gomez with the ball. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. And the dunk by Zeller.
One of the better screen and roll prospects to enter the league in 2013. You see the hard work he's putting into it in the pros.
And on our sideline, our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, one of the things that teams are more aware of in the age of analytics is the importance of sleep. And those teams are making adjustments. Morning shoot-arounds have been moved in some cases to the afternoon or eliminated altogether. There are many fewer teams that are taking red-eye flights across country. Some teams even give players orange-tinted glasses to encourage them to sleep. There's a lot of work to be done in this field, but the direction is clear.
Continuing to evolve. All right, David, thank you. Hornets leading by 3.
Yeah, and the Hornets, they'll be one of the more disciplined teams you'll find in this league. I mean, they keep mistakes to a minimum on both sides of the ball. That's a big part of why the Hornets are tough to play.
Now, here's Monk. He gives his team some nice contributions, averaging a bit over 10 points a game. And the basket is good. And the Hornets lead by 5.
Anytime Monk gets room to shoot, especially inside, he's such a crafty guard who you want to see pulling the trigger from inside.
Here's Bitadze to the inside. Got a hand on it. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. Biyombo up top. Passes it to Rozier. 1:10 left here in the second. Here's Biyombo. And that one goes long. And Chris, for the Hornets, as we know, their coach Borrego preaches preparation.
Well, yeah, and it shows it up in the stats, Kevin. I mean, they're the best in taking care of the ball. The team does not take silly fouls on them.
Washington's checked in for Zeller.
All right, a chance to look at the stats for Rozier. He showed up every night and some noteworthy performances over the last month. He's averaging 19 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And he does so much for this team, but it starts with the way he leads the offense.
Yeah, he's willing to take on the scoring load, and he's more than capable of delivering.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Out to Turner. That one wide left.
He gets the playground jumper and can't make good on it. He don't get many chances here.
Trains the three-pointer.
Yeah, and they're starting to warm up from the field this quarter. Pick up the pace and get the 2-for-1 here.
If that's how they want to end this quarter, they're going to have to score quickly.
Had the space there, but it's offline.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
No, doing anything they can to stop the bleeding, but so far they've had no answers.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Rozier with the steal. And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Graham surveying the floor. And so it's Charlotte enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello. The first quarter for the Hornets was fairly even. They did jump out to a lead in the opening period. But
and as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it has been a runaway. You look at Bismack Biyombo. What a contribution.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Charlotte. Washington out there with Bridges. Then there's Terry Rozier. And there's Bismack Biyombo. And it's Graham in at the 2-guard spot. Here's Rozier after Malcolm Brogdon's bucket. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Oh, you gotta love Rozier. Skying up for the dunk. Really seizing the opportunity and capitalizing with this tremendous leaping ability.
Holiday, the pass to Warren. And Rozier pulls it down.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Combo dishes to Bridges. And there's the pass to Graham. Chris, are there specific types of plays where you feel the whistle gets blown maybe a little too often and a little too early?
Well, sometimes for a guard, when he's defending the guard and the pick and roll comes and he fights through that pick, and as a guard, offensive player, I can stop and let you bump into me and shoot the ball. I think the refs they just have to be smart with it. Sometimes it's a foul, but every time it's not, just because of the situation or the flop. And also, you just don't want players to be bailed out when the defender is in a good position. But that's what makes the game so great, is the fact that as an offensive player, you got to try to manipulate and find out where you can sneak yourself in the gray areas of a rule. And as a defensive player, how can you use your skill, your will, and then your IQ not to get caught with your hand in the cookie jar?
Now, here's Bridges. After T.J. Warren's miss, shot clock at 6. And it's Graham missing. Pacers trail by 12. Warren the pass to Oladipo. The shake. And he sinks the layup.
I mean, it's time for him to take over. He's played it cool long enough. And I think he realizes that.
And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Graham's got 4 points now in the quarter.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
A good finish at the rack off the slick feed.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Yeah, they're pouring it on right here, trying to give the opposition no light at the end of the tunnel.
Hornets leading by 12. Here's Washington, and that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Victor Oladipo. Charlotte shooting their first free throws of the night right here. The first one falls. Some changes for Charlotte. Zeller, he's checked in for Biyombo. Dwayne Bacon comes in for Bridges. And it's Batum in for Terry Rozier. The other day, Chris, I heard Commissioner Adam Silver talking about that it strikes him sometimes how isolated players can be with cell phones and headphones, and those things wouldn't help that. Is it something that you've noticed or that you're concerned about?
You mean with my nephews and nieces and friends that are younger and kids walking across the street looking at their phones and not even looking both ways?
You know, your play-by-play partner, whoever it might be.
Yeah. Oh, come on. You know, Kevin, those are the times and so.
And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
6 to shoot. The kick out to Holiday. Lets it go from deep. A rebound by Washington.
And if they know what's good for them, that's the way they'll defend against him every time he takes the ball in the three-point lane.
54 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Graham. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
That's a perfect setup. Solid screen. Defender can't avoid it. Opens up a clear path to the bucket.
Here's Bitadze. Graham defending. Bitadze with the bucket.
And now they're shooting it pretty well. That was not something we would have said in that first half.
On the wing, Batum. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring hit from him. Here's Washington, and that one is stuffed right through.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
McDermott. Zeller grabs the board. And he jams it after taking the nice feed on the run.
Well, when Kevin spots a wide-open teammate, he zips the rock to him quickly. Just exceptional vision.
And so it's Charlotte, feeling good about their 17-point lead heading into the break. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now
Defensively, we got to keep these guys.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Hornets leading by 17. On the court right now for the Pacers. We've got Doug McDermott, and it's Sumner in at the point. The shot's good from Monk.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Sumner. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
That's a shot they're always happy to get, even when he blows the finish.
Monk, no one around him, and Charlotte again with the bucket.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor. So it's the Pacers now, and Holiday kicks to Brogdon. Now here's Oladipo. Not a lot of room. He dishes it to Warren. The kick out to Holiday, and that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Oladipo.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
Charlotte leading by 21. 1 minute now into this fourth quarter. Here's Monk, and then Monk with the dunk.
And how committed is Monk there on the attack to the rim? When he puts it on the deck, he's looking to take it all the way.
Warren dishes to Turner. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
For Charlotte, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Offensive rebound. Pass to Bacon. Another shot. Here's Zeller. Kicks it to Monk. Holiday against Batum. Clock at 6. Monk for 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Holiday finds Warren. But they'll get another chance. In the corner, it's Brogdon. Knocks down the 3 ball.
Well, he's not going to get an easier look than that. You don't need to double team him, but you can't leave him all alone.
Charlotte leading by 18. And here is Monk. Pass to Washington. Kept alive.
And I need to see some more assertiveness out of these defenders.
Chris, what's your definition of most valuable player?
LeBron, Michael Jordan. Okay, the best player in the league. That's my definition. Who makes players better? Who brings the fans into the game? There's only one type of player that's an MVP, and there's only about 6 guys in a year that can be MVP. But if you're talking about guys that help you, let's say, have the best on a contract or getting the most bang for their buck, you got to look at guys like a Siakam. You know, he's just making over $2 million this season, still playing on that rookie contract. And those are the guys that are on their way up. So you can always find young talent playing for maybe less than what they should be getting at that time. But the most valuable player continues to be the top 6 players in the league, period.
Warren, the pass to Turner. Misses from close range. And so Graham will bring it up for the Charlotte Hornets. Earlier, they held a 23-point lead. Nice pass in here by Charlotte. Lets it fly. And good. Got the English that time as it falls. Graham's got 12 points here in the second half. Oladipo, the pass to Warren. Good, and it's Oladipo picking up the assist.
Oh, he's been as dependable as he always is. He can't do it all by himself, though.
Passes it to Biyombo. To the paint. Deflects the pass. Stolen by Brogdon.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Hornets.
They never settled for mediocre shots.
And Kevin, they had great penetration this time out.
And you can mark this one down in the W column. It'll mark their 23rd of the season. Free throw line jump shot. Bridges. And no good that time. And Indiana will come the other way. There's the steal. Here's Washington. Now the pass to Graham. Score that one for him. His 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
They made the most of their opportunities, looking comfortable and locked in throughout the night.
And that's why they're in the driver's seat right now, looking to put this one away.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, how they ended this one is much different than how they started it, and that's a shame.
No one near Rozier as he lets it fly. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And the Hornets lead by 20. Cuts off the pass. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Bridges, no one around him. And it's the Hornets another 3.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And this is what guys play for. And when it pans out like this, it's a great feeling.
That's his first personal foul. Substitution.
We've got 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Now Monk. Softly drops in the floater.
And I think it's going to be crucial that Monk continues to work on his playmaking ability. When he's dribbling the ball like that, he is tough to stop.
And so it's the Hornets taking care of...
Can't wait to get started in the NBA 2K21 demo, get my player started, and of course, all-time Lakers versus all-time Celtics.
And it's a serious look this Indiana team had as they arrived at the arena. Now it's headed down to David Aldridge, standing by from the sidelines. David?
Well,
the G League continues to be a great asset for the NBA. Great stuff, David. Thank you. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. We take a look at the Pacers. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. And of course, there's the Nets, a couple spots below.
Yeah, I think for the Nets, they've shown me some very good things this season. But that next step, those qualities that could make them true contenders, just haven't been there.
Yeah, and you know, we've seen them enough to know by now they're not going to make that switch from good to great at this point. Not this year anyway.
Let's check out Indiana's starting lineup. Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon, and it's Holiday in at the 2 spot. And for Brooklyn, Lance Thomas out there with Jared Allen. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then it's Joe Harris, and it's Chioza in at the 1 spot. There's the lob to Oladipo, an emphatic alley-oop jam.
You know, the fact that Oladipo and his teammates are so well connected, they know exactly when to send the lob his way.
And a player who flew under the radar last year, Malcolm Brogdon. Pacers wanted to add him over the summer, got a hefty deal from Indiana to lead the Bucks. Exactly the kind of player that the Pacers need.
And it's the Pacers with the ball, following the bucket by the Nets. For Holiday, here's Turner. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Harris finds LeVert. Nets passing it around. Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
Boy, Karis LeVert has done a nice job elevating his playmaking ability, which helps him and his team.
Brogdon right side. It's Oladipo on the wing. The good-looking shot from the wing. Oladipo's got his 2nd basket of the game. And we're about a minute and a half into the 1st quarter. Harris passing to Allen. Good, and Harris gets the assist. And it's 6 points for Jared Allen.
Off to a nice start here. They've hit all 3 from the field.
Brogdon left side. Fires it up. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Brogdon's so good at drawing contact. You can't afford to get overly physical with him.
That free throw good from Brogdon. Well, with the playoffs coming up quickly, Clark, strength of schedule can play a big role as it determines where a team is going to be seated come playoff time.
No, I agree with you in terms of even just making the playoffs sometimes, Kevin, based on where teams are and who they're playing. I mean, those matchups against potential playoff teams that are still fighting for seeding, they can sharpen you up and get you ready. Actually, those games can be playoffs before the playoffs in many ways.
And I always admire the coaches, Clark, that walk their players through the different scenarios because they should be aware.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly. You want everything out in front of you. As long as your team is able to handle it, and most of these teams can, I think that's a good point.
Here's Allen. Following the basket by T.J. Warren. Here's Thomas. 2nd shot opportunity, and it's good on the way in.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
LeVert with it, and Holiday picks him up defensively. A nice shot by LeVert.
You know, you can see the confidence level LeVert has by how often he hunts for his shot, especially from there.
Brogdon the pass to Warren. The feed to Turner. The shot, no good. Excellent D there from Allen. The dish to Harris. Back to LeVert. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. And a quick look here at some of the numbers for Brogdon.
And he's not passing the ball as well this month. If you look at his numbers from earlier in the season, he's not seeing the court as well. It may be a little too focused on creating his own shot than orchestrating for the guys around it.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. McDermott's checked in for Aaron Holiday. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Malcolm Brogdon. Now, here's Oladipo. He had a 27-point outing in their last game against Boston.
And he was relentless in that one. I mean, he wanted to be the first to every rebound and almost was.
Here's Turner, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
A moment here to see some stats for Temple. How's the last month of basketball been for him? Putting up about 10 points a night, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And every team in the league needs shooting. That's what he brings coming off the pine.
Yeah, there's always a demand for shooters, man. Half jumper will travel. I'm telling you. Most championship teams, they have a bunch of those guys who can put it in the basket.
And boy, did he ever sell the pump fake. Worked to absolute perfection.
Well, Clark, as one Latvian makes his way out of New York, another Latvian, Kuruc, makes his mark with the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah, you know, the second rounder making an impact right out of the gates, ready to be an NBA impact player. He's an efficient scorer, a versatile defender. So far, so good from what I've seen.
Allen's shot is off.
Well, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
The pass to Bitadze. Here's McConnell. Nice move. Holiday, the pass to McDermott. Stolen away. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock.
Yeah, the easy hoop assisted by Allen that time. He's developed a nice passing game.
Pacers trail by 4. McConnell with it. No points in the game yet for him to end the run. Got him with the pump fake, but couldn't finish. Kuruc passes to Johnson. Back to Kuruc. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet.
Sensational ball movement there. When you pass the ball like that, good things happen.
Here's Sampson. Passes it to McDermott. 3 seconds left. Second chance shot, and it's good. But hold on, the officials may want to look at that one on the replay mon. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off? And so it's the Brooklyn Nets with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And let's get your guys' take now on the hustle steps for the Nets.
It looks like they're ready to run, fellas. I mean, they haven't hesitated at all to get out on the break so far.
Yeah, and one thing, Clark, I've noticed is how quick their hands have been tonight. Thanks to that, they've gotten a lot of points off of turnover.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. On the court for Indiana, we've got Doug McDermott, and it's Holiday in at the 2. McDermott kicks to Sumner, and the foul on Tyler Johnson. That's his first foul.
I mean, I like the call. I thought the defense was just there a little late.
Yeah, it looked like it. I mean, he kind of slid underneath as he got to the spot, too.
To the inside, here's Holiday, rebounded by the Nets. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors. Temple, the pass to Luwawu. Nets passing it around. Pass to Crawford. And Kuruc out top of the key. 5 to shoot. Here's Luwawu. No good. Shot missing. And Indiana will go the other way with it. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, but what a tremendous effort, Kevin. I thought they were coming all the way back. Such a terrific fourth quarter of basketball, but they just could not get over the hump.
Sampson's shot, good.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
Temple. Holiday with the block. Here's McDermott to the middle. Here's Bitadze. And the layup falls.
Yeah, I'd like to see more passes like that from McDermott, especially when guys are open. And, you know, what a great job Nate McMillan has done since taking over as head coach, leading Indiana to 3 straight postseasons, and the style of play with which the team has played with. A credit to him and his staff.
And the foul on Tyler Johnson. That'll be his second foul of the game. So both teams changing it up here. Brogdon kicks to Sumner. He feeds it to Warren. It's not going to go for him. Excellent D from Thomas. Kicks it out to Crawford. Inside. It'll go, and the Nets lead is cut down now to just 2 points with that basket from Turner.
Because Turner is so mobile and so fast, you can't let him get comfortable running in the open court.
Here's Chiozza. He's guarded by Brogdon. Here's Thomas, and it's sent back by Turner. Oladipo, the pass to Sumner. Back to Oladipo. He nails it, and we're tied up. Oladipo's got 6. And a big part of McMillan's success, getting his guys, Clark, to play hard for him every night.
Yeah, and I think you're right, because this team gets the most out of itself. It's one thing to assemble talent. It's another to bring people together so they're playing for each other. And these guys do that night in and night out.
The Nets shooting their first foul shots of the night here. A lot of guys like to shoot off the dribble, but Clark, there are some that really are better at it, shooting off that catch in the NBA.
Yeah, and who do you have in mind, Kevin? I got a couple of names that I'm thinking about. What about you?
Well, I'm thinking of Klay Thompson because that backcourt is so prolific, and he's been so great at that. And that's kind of been his trademark.
Yeah, it has been. Reddick would be another guy.
Yes, another good
I think that would come to mind. And even though he's later in his career now, but Kyle Korver, one of the very best we've had in the league at shooting off the catch.
Crawford passes to Thomas. Pacers with the rebound. Last time they met was in Indiana.
Very tough loss for them last time they played. I mean, in the end, the amount of trips to the line they gave up did them in.
And, Greg, they deserve a lot of credit for being aggressive, though. I mean, they got to the line a bunch because they forced the issue.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
The kick out to Oladipo. Dishes it to Turner. Nice move. And that's a foul called on T.J. Warren. That's his first foul. The Nets making a switch here. LeVert's checked in. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Indiana. And here's Chiozza. He'll bring it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Pass to Allen. Over McConnell. And it's off the back rim. No good.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Jacks up a 3. Here's Turner. A second chance effort. He lays it in. Turner's got it all tied up now for the Pacers.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 coming from inside the paint.
Harris against Oladipo. LeVert kicks to Allen. And Allen slams it in.
And, you know, guys, all it takes is inside positioning. As soon as you give Allen that, it's pretty much a wrap.
Oladipo outside. Feeds to Warren. Over Thomas. Comes up empty from the left block. And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Nets lead by 2.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K Sports. Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal. It's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a 2-point lead. Kenny, what's your... That's all for now. Say goodbye.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Jared Allen with a strong contribution so far in this one.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
We've got LeVert. Thomas is out there with Jared Allen. Then it's Joe Harris. And it's Chiozza in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Kenny Atkinson. And the pass to Warren. The feed to Turner. And it's slammed in by Turner.
What athleticism from Turner. My goodness. He loves getting chances to throw it down like that. Boy, quickly becoming a real force defensively. Miles Turner, one of the league's premier shot blockers.
Stolen by Brogdon. And now the fast break. Brogdon with the ball. Can't hit from in close. Harris dishes to Allen. Lays it up and banks it in. Allen's got 10 points in the game. And you look at the job description for an elite defensive big man. Nowadays, it's not enough to just protect the rim.
No, you've got to be able to move your feet and also defend on the perimeter as well. And that's where Turner's quick feet have helped him. He's able to guard smaller players and recover to the lane. And that's a nice combination.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Here's Chioza. Allen right side. Harris outside. 6 on the shot clock. Back to Allen. Here's Thomas. Nice D from Warren.
You know, sometimes making it difficult for him to finish at the rim is all you can ask for from the defense.
That evens the score. 8 points for Miles Turner.
Well, I like this execution coming out of the half. Solid. 3 for 4 from the field so far.
Stolen by Holiday. Pass to Turner. Down low. Here's Oladipo. Misses from short range.
You know, you don't always get that opportunity, so those are the ones you hate to miss.
Harris. Nice D from Warren.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Harris with it. Brogdon picks him up. Stolen by Brogdon. Fast break. Here comes Indiana. Here's Warren. The kick out to Oladipo. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. We've got a quick moment now to take a look at the long-term rebounding numbers over several seasons for Allen.
He's really made that a focus of his game these past few years, and it's paid big-time dividends for him. He's become a much better rebounder, and it's increased his value as a player by leaps and bounds. And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Yeah, still close, but with their tough play on the boards, we're certainly seeing the effort.
So Indiana ends up with a new group on the floor.
And a great track record in the draft for the Nets. Karis LeVert selected with the 20th pick, and Jared Allen taken at 22.
And you might want to throw in, guys, too, Rodions Kurucs, the 40th pick in 2018, had a big impact, even participated in the Rising Stars Challenge. And, you know, sometimes you got to make your own breaks, make your own good fortune, and that's exactly what the Nets have done.
Kuruc passes to Crawford. Hangs in the air. To end the drought. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for one.
Well, I love the way he goes after it there. I mean, and you've got to respect that. He's rewarded for his efforts of pursuing the ball.
Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for the Nets. Temple comes in for Karis LeVert. And a change for the Pacers. T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Edmund Sumner. McConnell with it. Johnson on him. Sampson's shot is off. The Nets have gone 3 of 8 so far in the third quarter, looking to lock in that rhythm. Luwawu Cabarro kicks to Allen. Pass to Kuruc. And it's McConnell with the rebound. The Pacers have gone an even 50% from the floor here in the third quarter. 4 of 8. Pass to Sampson. Now the pass to Bitadze. Lays it up off the glass. Bitadze's got his second bucket.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
7-second difference, shot and game clock. Allen kicks to Temple. Passes it to Johnson. He feeds it to Allen. The Pacers pull it in. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That'll be the second of this 2-game road trip. Here's Sampson. Misses there. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Pacers out in front, up. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game, and it's presented as always by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the court for Indiana, we've got T.J. McConnell. Doug McDermott is out there with Turner. And it's Bitadze in at the 4-man position. The shot by Turner, no good. Brooklyn trailing. Allen, that's good. Allen's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for the Nets.
And guys, Allen is certainly in the zone. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and when he does that, he'll stay with it. He won't let up.
Here's McConnell. Bitadze, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swinger.
Allen finds Johnson. Up and in on the layup. And the Nets lead by 1.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Pass to McConnell. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. And Turner the bucket on the assist by McConnell.
Yeah, the first half was one to deep 6 or forget. But in the second half, he's looked a lot better.
Temple to pass to Caruch. Back to Temple. All sorts of time. It's rebounded by Indiana. Bitadze's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Here's Turner. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
Tell you what, he has been feeling it, guys, and the best game plan right now, it's elementary. Just keep feeding him. Let him eat.
Pass to Johnson. Here's Luwawu. There's the pass to Caruch. Here's Temple. Passes to Allen. Shoots over Turner. Allen's shot is off.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Shoots. And the Pacers tack on 2 more.
McDermott does a solid job scoring close to the basket at 6'8". His size allows him to capitalize from there.
Luwawu, the pass to Caruch. Luwawu-Cabarrot kicks to Allen. Johnson for 3. The putback. It's good on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
On the wing, Holiday. Pass to McDermott. There's 1:54 left in the game. Turner. And Turner throws it down.
Boy, so dominant once he catches fire. Got to respect Turner's ability to score the ball in a lot of ways.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Temple dishes to Allen. Back to Temple. Pass to Caruch. Right block shot. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Well, I tell you, this guy just does not quit on the boards. His energy is contagious, especially on the offensive glass.
Here's Holiday. Shakes him. The shot missing. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Temple the pass to Luwawu. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throw.
Looking at who's out there now for the Nets. Lance Thomas, he's checked in for Rodions Caruch. Harris comes in for Johnson. And Karis LeVert subbed in for Garrett Temple. Wasted no time on that one. 8 points for T.J. Warren.
This is the kind of unselfishness you love seeing from Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
Now, I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently, neither did the defender.
Turner inside, defended by Allen. Warren the pass to Turner. And it's sent back by Allen.
Boy, that expansive reach of Allen. I mean, so good at positioning himself and using his length and time to stifle shooting.
LeVert finds Allen. Out to Harris to take the lead. Offensive rebound, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. The Nets making a switch here. Chioza's checked in. .29 seconds left in the fourth quarter. LeVert got it. A huge shot to tie it up.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
Harris drives in.
Got it! And Harris plays with such freedom and fearlessness. He's a guy you can count on to take and make big shots.
Turner passes to Brogdon. Right side, Thomas. Allen kicks to Thomas. Lets it go from 11. It's deflected. And so it's Brooklyn who scrapes by with the win. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
I mean, these are those games that feel...
hang time. Who been the plug in the power, ayy. Came with a charge in my alley, ooh. Charge it again like it's credit, your team crowd need to edit, yeah. I see face, look at it, hold up. Ooh, that's good, need a minute, need to play to revive, let's get a shot pressing. Now you say what I said, they got like 20 moves and like 100 problems. I'm James with a step back, throw that shot up, I don't miss all.
Downtown Indianapolis moving at warp speed in this time-lapse footage. We're in the basketball hotbed of Indiana. Welcome to the weekend, everybody. And here, GA, it's all yours.
When the Pacers traded away Paul George, many around the league expected a total.
A lot of optimism. Thanks, DA. These two teams using their size to full advantage, Doris. Both teams able to run possessions through their big men up front.
And as you know, Kevin, in today's NBA, not every team has the personnel to enter the ball into the post and run action off of it. One of the things coaches will tell me, Kev, is there may be no more valuable thing at any level of basketball than a big man who's a triple threat, a guy with size who can pass, put it on the deck, or score himself.
A look at the starting group for the Magic. Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Ennis in at the 3 slot. And for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. Warren the pass to Holiday. He kicks it to Oladipo. Brogdon outside. 4 on the shot clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Shot from the wing. That shot missing. The Magic go the other way with it. Pass to Fournier. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You get a little glimpse into the mindset of Evan Fournier. This guy will do whatever it takes to win.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And take a look at what he's been able to do at the free throw line. 82% more than acceptable.
Here's Indiana now. Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Brogdon kicks to Turner. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. TJ Augustine picks one up.
Well, this to me is where Turner has mastered that pump fake, right? The defense can't.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Augustine, no luck. And Brogdon's got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers. Their last meeting was in this building where they were able to come out on top.
And the last time they were able to come away with that win because of their depth. Great production from the reserve.
I think sometimes the bench can make or break you in a particular game, and that was a total team effort, no question.
Here's Warren. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Augustine passes to Gordon. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Nice D from Warren.
Boy, that's 0 for 3 in the early going. Just a little out of sync. I think the Indiana Pacers, as an organization, a team that tries to grow its own superstars. Miles Turner, certainly a guy in that conversation. The 11th pick back in 2015. He has gotten better every single year.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. And so it's Indiana with it. Here's Indiana. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. And Doris, you look at Turner's impact. It's definitely at both ends of the floor.
No doubt, Kev. Turner was the league leader in blocks last season. He became a much more efficient three-point shooter, and now all of a sudden he's becoming a better facilitator out of the post. Just great development.
McDermott's checked in for Aaron Holiday. Then for the Magic, Terrence Ross is checked in for Ennis, and Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine.
Well, Markelle Fultz continues to develop his floor awareness. Passes like that will create all kinds of chemistry.
And Turner kicks to Brogdon. Kept alive by Indiana. Shoots over Vucevic. Shots good by Turner.
Well, he just creates enough separation to get a quality look from the mid-range.
Fultz looking around. Gordon moves back up. The pass to Ross. There's the three. It's hauled in by Warren. Pacers leading by 7. And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. And Oladipo, here we go. And the shot by Warren, no good.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively. This guy can do so much for you on the offensive end, and that is why his number gets called time and time again.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
Boy, to have someone back there who can erase your mistakes, what a big-time asset defensively.
Fultz kicks to Gordon. Stolen by Warren. Brogdon with it. Now guarded by Fultz. The shot by Brogdon, no good. The Magic trail by 5. Outside Fournier. Fires the 3. They get it back. No good on that one. So Oladipo will bring it up for Indiana. Warren the pass to Brogdon. And now the fast break. Ross with the ball. The tray. The rebound by Turner. And Warren, here we go. And that does it for the first quarter. Indiana out in front, up by 5. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis.
I got it. Honestly,
and hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. Let's quickly break down the game we've seen from the Pacers so far, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
And why wouldn't they, Greg? You see their effectiveness in the open floor. Very difficult to slow down.
On the court for Orlando, Fultz is out there with Michael Carter-Williams. And there's Mohamed Bamba. Then it's Terrence Ross. And it's Birch into the 4. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Great positioning on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Sumner passes to Bitadze. The kick out to Holiday. No good from outside. The Magic trail by 5. Rebound by Sumner.
Well, that's a case where a guy's trying to make a play, trying to take it up strong, but the defense was ready.
Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down. Doris, you played, you've coached, you've broadcast, you've done it all in this business. How did you like to be coached when you were a player at the very top of your game?
Yeah, I think one of my favorite things were coaches who challenged me, those who would not allow me to accept the level I was currently at, those who wanted to push me and extend and expand my game. Listen, every player wants to be respected. Every player wants to feel valued. But the great ones to me, the LeBron James, the Kevin Durant's, they want to be coached hard. They want you to push them to the greatest possible level they're capable of.
That's great insight. Here's Bamba. That shot off. Holiday with the defensive effort. Pacers leading by 5. And he's going up for the alley-oop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Inside. Oh, trying for it, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Pacers will take it.
And a moment now to see the stats for Fultz. Some impressive play from him over the last month. He's putting up 13 points a game, 7 assists, and 2 rebounds. And with his great passing, he's been a catalyst for their offense, often seeing plays even before they materialize.
There's no doubt about that. Great anticipation, excellent peripheral vision. His talents are really shining through.
The wide open look here for Holiday. And the Pacers can't get it to go. The Magic trail by 5. To the paint. Here's Birch. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
The Pacers have gone 2 of 5 from the field here in the second quarter, shooting 40%. Has to be Johnson. Passes it to Sampson. Uncovered. The shot misses. And Orlando will come the other way. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to Chicago.
So the term unicorn has arisen for shot blockers who can also space the floor. Mo Bamba on that list, guys.
Pass to Ross. 5 on the clock. Shot on the wing. A putback. It's good on the putback.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. Carter Williams with the bucket. Carter Williams has got his first 2 points of the night. And coming in, Mo Bamba comparing his game to that of Joel Embiid's. Doris, you see that?
Well, I've heard others mention Rudy Gobert with a 3-point shot, and that might be a closer comparison. We're going to have to watch and see what Mo Bamba hangs his hat on both the offensive and defensive end. Comparison's a bit early at this point.
Sampson's shot is off. On offense, here are the Magic. They've gone on a 10-2 run, not allowing much. Carter Williams kicks to Bamba. A 3-ball. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Bamba. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. You take a look at the Pacers. They've done well enough to be in 5th place in the conference so far. And, of course, there's the Magic, 3 spots below.
And I think for the Magic, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's got to be frustrating for them, Greg. You can't dwell on the past. You've got to think forward, work together, and play for one another.
Here's Bitadze. Bamba with the block.
I'll tell you, the kind of lockdown defender Mo Bamba can be. Send it back, young man.
Fultz. The rebound by Holiday. Here's Bitadze. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Knocks it loose. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Magic lead by 1. We'll see you back here after the break for third quarter.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed the competitive. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. During one stretch, they trailed by 3. And that does it for our halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Here's Augustine bringing it up now for the Orlando Magic. It's a 1-point game. Following this one, they get to host the Hornets. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Oren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2 guard. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Oladipo, the pass to Warren. Outside to Brogdon. And that one hits back iron.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
It's stolen by Oladipo. It's deflected. Here's Turner, and Turner throws it down.
Now that's called positioning, and Turner has the verticality to make it easy.
Well, Orlando shooting about 33%, not happy with their play on that end. Augustine against Brogdon. Augustine dishes to Gordon. Just 5 to shoot. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's going to be on Miles Turner.
You've got to be careful how you guard Nikola Vucevic. This guy is so good at forcing the defense to hit him on the way to the cup.
Well, they say the post-up big man is dead and gone in the NBA, but don't tell that to Nikola Vucevic. An offensive focal point, and he does some of his best work on that low block.
Fournier against Oladipo. Shoots over Vucevic. Good on that shot. And with that, the Magic lead is cut down to 1 on the bucket from Oladipo. And you look at the footwork of Vucevic inside, his moves and counter moves. Terrific.
Shades of Kevin McHale. And that's something he's continued to develop in the pros. A response to defenders who often surpass him athletically.
Turner with the steal. And here's the fast break. Oladipo leading the way.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
The Magic trail by 3. Augustine looking around. Launches a 3. Gordon, and the second chance effort by Gordon.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising it's such a tight game.
And Turner throws it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Vucevic. That's in. Augustine with the assist. 8 points for Vucevic.
You have to admire the confidence of Nikola Vucevic. This close, he's focused on putting 2 on the board.
Turner inside. Vucevic on him. Holiday, the pass to Turner. Vucevic with the rebound. Vucevic has got his 7th rebound here tonight. And here they come. Ennis misses. Oladipo outside. It's stolen by Vucevic. Outside Gordon. The pass to Fournier. 1:29 left in the third. Back to Gordon. Shot clock at 6. Banked in off the glass. Gordon's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, I love the concentration. Simply stated, when Aaron Gordon is this locked in, he is very difficult to deal with.
Oladipo, the pass to Warren. He can't get it to go. Gordon with the defensive effort. Augustine from outside, and he's good on the 3-ball. Augustine's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Outside Holiday. The feed now to Turner. Shot to stop the run. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Fournier finds Augustine. To the left wing. It's stolen by Oladipo. And here we go. Here's Holiday. Nice D from Fournier.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Augustine from outside. And again, it's Orlando with the 3.
The defensive intensity must pick up. It hasn't been the same this half.
Warren against Gordon. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Both teams deciding to change it up. .11 seconds left in the third quarter. And here's Augustine. For three, Ross. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's Orlando bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. And they've done a phenomenal job down low, so many of their points coming right at the rim. Back to the action after this word. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Now, Greg, he's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this fourth period holds in store for us. On the court for Orlando, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. DJ Augustine out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Ross in at small forward. McConnell in the corner. Shot clock at 5. Kicks to McDermott. Some nice passing here by Indiana. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. And then on Wednesday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talent advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
And Indiana making a change here. Ogden's checked in. McDermott kicks to Brogdon. Turner passes to McDermott. Outside Holiday. Dishes it to Turner. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Miles Turner covered tightly, but nonetheless scores it. That is really well done.
To the middle. Here's Gordon.
Oh! Wow. Wow, the tenacity of Aaron Gordon, the athleticism is just amazing.
And Aaron Gordon gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Aaron Holiday is checked in for Justin Holiday. And a switcher also for Orlando. Ennis is checked in. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. McDermott passes to be touched. The shot's good.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shot's now starting to fall.
Magic leading by 4. Augustine passes to Gordon. He kicks it to Ross. This one for 3. It's rebounded by Indiana. Turner's got his 4th rebound in this one.
They get that one, but guys, on the night, that's been the problem, securing the ball.
The Magic shooting not great, 40% for the game. Ross passes to Gordon, and it's sent back by Turner.
Oh, Kevin, how about the reach of Miles Turner? He covers so much ground to come up with these blocks.
And they're showing much more focus here in the second half, more effort as well, and their offense starting to show signs of life.
Here's Vucevic. It's good. The assist that time for Menace. And that's 10 points for Vucevic.
And offensively, they finally seem to be coming around after an ugly first half.
Outside to Brogdon. Wide open look. And he swishes it right through.
Well, great decision to kick it out. Trust that your teammate will knock down the shot.
Fourth quarter keeps moving right along. 3 minutes gone so far. And Brogdon has got the ball here for the Indiana Pacers.
2 minutes.
They grab their own miss. The shot by Holiday, no good. Orlando leading. Gordon deciding where to go with it. Now here's Ennis, guarded closer. Clock at 6. Three-pointer. Augustine, no luck. The Pacers have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. So they foul intentionally.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
TJ Warren, he's checked in for Indiana. Victor Oladipo comes in for Doug McDermott. And a switcher also for Orlando. Fournier is checked in. Warren finds Oladipo. Back to Warren. To tie it up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Warren's got the game tied up here for the Pacers.
TJ Warren under duress. Big time moment. No problem.
Outside Fournier. He dishes it to Gordon. Back to Fournier. Ennis with the ball. Ogden picks him up. Gordon kicks to Fournier. Launches it. They get it back.
Vucevic so confident in himself, and his teammates come along with him.
This is a huge possession.
This is where all the hard work pays off. You have to be able to execute under pressure.
Here's Oladipo. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Victor Oladipo. Taking 2 shots.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the gap to 1.
There are a few things that you love about Victor Oladipo. Number one, the energy and effort he plays with every night. His willingness to carry a load on the offensive end. But more than that, guys, it's the tone and tenor of unselfishness that he sets for this entire group.
Bamba is checked in for Orlando. Holiday against Fournier, and Brogdon comes over to help. Pass to Bamba. Shoots over Warren. Bamba's shot is off. And it's Brogdon off the drive. It's good!
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
And Steve Clifford wants a timeout. Guys, your thoughts?
And they have just enough time for a catch and shoot here. It has to be an immediate shot, though. That's their only hope.
Chance now to recognize our Jordan player of the game, Victor Oladipo.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has...
All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks. For Greg Anthony.
We've been talking so much NBA 2K21, but we wanted to stop and take a moment to thank you guys.
And a chance to take a look at some numbers for Brockton.
And he's not passing the ball as well this month. If you look at his numbers from earlier in the season, he's not seeing the court as well. It may be a little too focused on creating his own shot than orchestrating for the guys around him.
And a look at the starters for the Hornets. We've got Rozier. Bismack Biyombo is out there with Washington. Then it's Bridges, and it's Graham in at the shooting guard position. And for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Victor Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2. And so the Charlotte Hornets get the first points of the ball game. To the inside. Warren kicks to Holiday. Wide open. Chris, you look at the grind of a regular season. Adam Silver seems open to fewer games or even fewer minutes per game. What do you think of that?
This is one that I'm not with, Kevin. You know, in my day, you had guys play 82 games. And let's go back to the days of Bill Russell and Wilt Chamberlain. They were playing in shoes that basically were socks, and they didn't have tape, and they didn't have all the things that we're privy to in the medical industry. So I think we should keep it at 82 games and minutes the same, because it keeps a full context of sports where you can talk about Harden versus or Westbrook versus a Big O. It keeps the argument in the same place. I think fewer games, fewer minutes starts to change the dynamics and the expectations of what players can do. I don't mind changing it, adding tournaments, letting guys get more rest, but I think the number of games and the minutes of the game has to stay 48 minutes, has to stay 82 games.
Very interesting. Now, here's Warren. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. About a minute and a half through the first quarter. Graham, the pass to Washington. Now Bridges. He's covered by Warren. Rozier against Brogdon. 6 on the shot clock. Got a hand on it. And it's out of bounds. The Hornets able to retain possession here. Here's Washington. It's hauled in by Warren. It's intercepted. Pass to Rozier. It's over Brogdon. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Indiana off to a slow start. Still without a basket in the game. Turner. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now, here's Rozier. He's coming off a 40-point game against Miami.
Very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
Oh, Turner in position. And stolen by Biyombo. Here's Rozier. And he uses the glass on the layup.
The assist is the key to that sequence. I mean, a great look to set him up.
And Oladipo kicks to Brogdon. Outside Holiday. Turner looking around. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Bridges leading the charge. Oh, offensive interference. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Aaron Holiday. The Hornets also with a sub. Bacon's checked in. Pacers trail by 6. It's stolen. Here's Bridges. The teardrop falls in. Bridges has got his second basket of the night.
Just a high-energy player. Bridges brings the aggression every possession. For so long, the Hornets have been a perimeter-oriented team. Chris, now they need to find an impact big man.
Yeah, well, G.A., remember, they did have a couple of good years with Al Jefferson, where he was a force inside. But that was the last time the team made the playoffs. More balance in their attack would do wonders for this offense.
Now, here's Biyombo. 5 to shoot. The Hornets need to get a shot off here. And the dunk by Biombo.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
Oh, Kevin, the coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy buckets like this, GA.
There's Brogdon after the basket by Charlotte. The pass to Turner. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Warren. And the rebound goes to the Hornets.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that, anyway.
Pass to Graham. 26 seconds left to play in the first.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. They decided to pound the ball inside, using their physicality to set the tone.
And now the fast break. Bridges with the ball. Makes it off the glass. Bridges has got 6 points.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
Brogdon finds Turner. That's tipped. Bridges, no one around him. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And the Hornets have been rolling right along, haven't they?
I mean, offensively, I thought they did a good job of protecting the ball. And defensively, boy, were they disruptive.
Yeah, great balance of efficiency and intensity, which is why they hold the early lead.
So on the floor for Charlotte to start this second quarter. Washington and Zeller are in the middle. Then there's Batum, and it's Bacon in at the 3. Chris, we talk about perimeter scoring becoming more prevalent. The biggest shift coming from bigs shooting more threes.
Yeah, they are now counted upon to space the floor. And the better you can shoot, the better you can space the floor. And then more importantly, if you can knock down that 3, you become a triple threat because now you can shoot there, maybe you can dribble and get by, or because of your height, you see different passing lanes, and you can be a better passer, getting your teammates involved, and they like that spacing as well.
And so here is Indiana following the bucket by the Hornets. And Holiday kicks to McConnell. Pass to Johnson. Here's Sumner. He's covered by Zeller. Holiday inside the line. It's rebounded by Charlotte. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of Miami. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Zeller's got the lead up to 14 now for the Hornets. Bitadze, the pass to Sampson. On the wing, Batum. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Three-pointer. Drills it from outside.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Starting to take over here, building a big lead that could ultimately prove insurmountable.
Here's McConnell. And just miss after miss right now. Looking at the last game for the Indiana Pacers, it was a loss to the Celtics. There's Bacon. No good off the back of the rim.
I thought that one was going to go down. The mid-range jumpers, oh, man, that's usually a bunny with the D playing soft like that.
And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter here. Pass to Graham. Over McConnell. Holiday against Batum. Over Holiday. The shot, no good. And Indiana will come the other way. After this one, they're off to Philadelphia to take on the 76ers. That will be a getaway game for them, a one-game road trip. Feeds it to Batum. Here's Bacon, guarded by Holiday. Bacon's shot is off.
Oh, no. Sloppy finish. The D was giving him the layup. He just didn't stay with it.
Here's McConnell. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking for the Indiana Pacers. On Saturday, they'll be matching up with Al Horford and the Philadelphia 76ers. Then on Wednesday, they'll take on Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors.
And guys, this is the kind of stretch of the schedule that you dream of. Winnable games at home against opponents you know you have a talent advantage over. It would take a lot for this team to not be successful over this stretch.
Catching up on the changes now for Indiana. Doug McDermott comes in for Jakar Sampson. And Aaron Holiday is subbed in for Edmund Sumner.
And of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is just smash-mouth physical basketball, guys.
Here's Bitadze. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. It's over Biyombo, and he makes the 8-footer. And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already. Now Bridges. He has 6. And there's the pass to Rozier. And another 3 for Charlotte.
Oh, beautiful looking 3-ball from Rozier, really expanding his range.
Now here's McDermott. He's covered by Zeller. 1:02 left to play here in the half. Now here's McConnell. He's tightly guarded. Bridges with the steal. And a fast break now for the Hornets. Biyombo kicks to Rozier. Lays it up and banks it in. Rozier's got 5 points in the quarter.
When you allow good scorers to get uncontested shots at the rim, no wonder you're losing.
Horrible effort. It appears they may be on the brink of giving up.
35 seconds left in the first half. Pass to Turner. Brogdon outside. Just 5 on the clock. On the wing, Holiday puts it up from 15. And it's Biyombo with the rebound. Biyombo's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. To the paint, stolen by Warren. And here we go. Fast break. Turner's got it. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession.
And that's a gift if I've ever seen. They've got to communicate much better out there.
Here's Hernan Gomez. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with it.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Charlotte had no problems getting going. They jumped out to a 6-0 lead as they struck. And that's a wrap.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Nice game. Great performance by Terry Rozier.
And even with the defense shading towards him on every trip down, he still finds a way to come up big.
He's so good at reading opportunities and seizing up on whatever the defense gives up.
Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the 2. So that's the group out there for Indiana. Warren, good.
Don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Greg, you talk about the quiet producers in the league. T.J. Warren is one of the first names that come to mind.
The last few seasons, Warren has come close to chipping in 20 points a game. Doesn't do anything flashy, but he just hits his shots and piles up the points on a nightly basis.
Graham with the ball, guarded by Holiday.
A perfect position to grab the rebound. Gets underneath, boxes out, and pulls it down.
Shoots over Bridges. Graham with the rebound.
And if you ask me what percentage of the time he's making that shot, my answer would be in the single digits.
Yeah, that's not his spot. Plain and simple. He's trying to force something is rarely a good idea.
Down low, here's Warren. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. Orange got his second bucket of the night.
The tenacity on the interior, just battling, bringing that effort and will for second chance points.
Graham, the pass to Rozier. Passes it to Washington. 6 to shoot. Releases. And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Now let's see the stat sheet here on Victor Oladipo. Since the break, he's come back strong, really making his presence felt. Averaging 17 points per game, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. Fantastic totals for him across the board. I wouldn't be surprised if he keeps rolling.
I think if you talk to anyone on this team, they believe in his abilities 100%.
Now here's Batum, and Charlotte can't hang on to the ball. These are the defenders who are gearing up their game at the perfect time, coming away with the most blocks in the NBA since the All-Star break. Number 1, Miles Turner.
He's been protecting the rim as well as anybody in the league during that stretch. I mean, he is not making it easy to take the ball inside.
Now here is Martin. Following the miss by Miles Turner, Martin dishes to Batum, and there it is for him. Batum's got his first bucket of the night. Guys sometimes don't make it big when they first get on the scene. Late bloomers that have caught your eye right now in the league. Guys that have really picked up their game.
How about D'Angelo Russell?
Good one.
Let's talk about getting traded, having to move at a young age. That really could be devastating for some players. So for him to have the skill set and the mental frame of mind to fight over that, I love it. And how about Julius Randle? I mean, I didn't see it coming. I knew he was a beast, but he's a beast.
You mean he's a beast?
Yeah, it's something.
And a moment here to see the numbers for Miles Turner. Really been a key contributor over the past month. First in blocks. And don't forget, top 20 in the league in rebounds per game. He's got a great nose for the ball.
He has been a human highlight reel all season long. Clearly the best shot blocker in the game right now, and he has the numbers to back it up. Doug McDermott, he's checked in for Indiana. Now here's Batum. Back to Hernangomez. Batum trying to break loose. Shots good by Hernangomez. And the Hornets lead by 19.
This is the kind of teammate Batum is. You like seeing him share it like this.
Fast break now for Charlotte. Hernangomez kicks to Monk. Pass to Batum.
Watch the pick.
And he makes good on the layup.
The length Batum has allowing him to be effective. It's hard to match up against in these type of situations.
Here's McDermott. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Charlotte leading by 19. High post, Hernangomez. Currently averaging almost 6 points a game. Outside, Batum. Here's Zeller. Got a piece of it. And they'll keep possession. Monk for 3. They get it back. Zeller passes to Hernangomez. They shoot again. And they finally get it to go. A full night's work on the boards in one trip down the floor.
+8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
And Sumner gets it to go.
And a sharp pass to set up that high percentage shot in close.
We've got 33 seconds left in the third. Batum inside the three-point line. Wide open, couldn't capitalize. Pacers trail by 19. Holiday dishes to McDermott. Here's Sampson. Hornets with the rebound. Hernangomez has got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Batum scanning the floor. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. Zeller's got his second bucket of the night.
And the work ethic of Zeller. Now that's what makes him dangerous when scoping out opportunities on the offensive glass.
And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's the Charlotte Hornets with a 21-point lead to end the quarter. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Okay, now let's reset our lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this fourth quarter. On the court for Charlotte, we've got Bridges. Washington out there with Bismack Biyombo. Then there's Terry Rozier, and it's Graham in at the 2 guard. Turner, the jump shot from the baseline is right on target.
Facilitating from the inside. I mean, that can be a valuable asset from any offense.
To the middle, here's Biyombo. And then Biyombo with the dunk.
Oh, man, elevating his passing ability. Dimes like this from Rozier help him establish chemistry with his guys.
Turner passes to Oladipo. That one goes. Count it. Oladipo's got his first 2 points of the night.
And after an abysmal first half from the field, the shots now starting to fall.
From outside the arc, Graham with the bucket.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
And the crisp passing has opened things up for them offensively.
And the pass to Biyombo. Turner with the steal. And here is Brogdon, defended by Bridges, and finished off by Oladipo.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
Yeah, going defense to offense in an instant. Every team now calibrated to do that.
Here's Rozier. The Pacers making the shot. Brogdon outside. Just his first attempt. Here's Holiday, and the layup's good off the glass. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. And here is Graham. Kicks it to Biyombo. Here's Washington. Good on the triple.
Not shy from outside. There's no doubt about that. Spreading the floor and getting them up.
The feed to Warren. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
And just a little too lax with that possession, and it cost them.
Yeah, you got to be locked in at all times. Their inconsistent play is a big reason why they're losing.
Now, here's Rozier. Here's Biyombo. Count that one. Biyombo's got 4 points in the quarter.
He'll take advantage of that kind of soft defense every time. Just give him a chance to attack the basket, and he will.
Here's Warren, and he uses the glass on the layup.
And that's what the pump fake's there for. Get your man off his feet and drive right around it.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here. And so Graham will bring it up for the Hornets. The biggest lead of the game was 24 points. Here's Washington. Oh, good on that one. Good work defensively by Turner. Pacers trail by 21. Here's Oladipo. Bridges with the board.
And he's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
Here's Washington. That's good, and it's Rozier with the assist.
Oh, it's all about the assist on that play. He puts it in the perfect spot.
Turner passes to Warren. The league has cracked down C-Webb on flagrants. Players leaving the bench. Do you think we need to be as strict about it as we've been?
Oh, I love the attention to detail the league has given on flagrants. So you don't want the flagrants of the past. My friend Kevin McHale, he says Rambis just ran into his elbow. That wasn't even a flagrant foul on that play, if anybody remembers that old play that I'm talking about back in the Celtics-Laker days. But how about today? My thing, Kevin, is just don't call a ticky-tack a flagrant. I think we all know what a flagrant is. Let's keep the new flagrants as flagrants and no flopping. If you flop, no flagrants. Games are too important. You don't want that flagrant 1, flagrant 2, a shot and the ball. It can change the momentum of the game. I think the league and the refs are doing a great job. Let's just not let those ones that aren't flagrant sneak in there because of flopping.
And Chris, what about players leaving the bench when there's something going on?
Well, I'll tell you what, the league has always been great about that. And now what's funny is if you watch the games, there's an assistant coach that is designated just when he sees a scuffle on the floor. His only job is to run to the end of the bench and stand at the line with his arms out so no player can cross him. So not only is the league taking steps, not only are players mindful of it, but now you have an assistant coach. His only job is to stand up there and to be an obstacle so that no players can step that foot across the line. It changes series. It causes big fights. It puts fans in harm's way. We just don't need it.
And Indiana making a change here. Johnson's checked in. McDermott kicks to McConnell. Another shot. Pass to Sumner. Three-pointer on the way. Good on the three-point shot. 7-second difference. Shot and game clock. Passes to Monk. Here's McDaniels. 19 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And the shot is long. Pass to Sumner. That one falls. Coming off the Johnson feet.
Look, when the D will give it to you, that's where you want your shots coming from. Arm's length from the bucket.
Outside, Martin. From deep three-point range. And so it's the Hornets taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the match.
this very special episode of NBA 2K TV. I'm Alexis Morgan.
And I'm Chris Manning. Special episode because we have reached number 200.
Here's Tatum and Slam.
In your face.
You play 2K.
All the time.
You act.
Yep. Oh, yeah.
And now you have an album. Anything you can't do?
I can't lose.
The tallest building in the state of Indiana. As we get a break in the action now, let's take a look at the East and how the teams are stacking up. And take a look at the Pacers. If the playoffs started today, they'd hold the number 5 seed. Of course, they're looking to build on that. And, of course, the Nets, just a couple spots back.
Yeah, I think for the Nets, they're one of those teams that hasn't quite figured it out this year. A lot of talent, a lot of heart, but nothing to put them up on that next level.
You know, it's really hard to figure out exactly what's been missing, but there is something missing. It perhaps could be the system they're playing in.
Here are the starters for Brooklyn. Scott Harris. Jared Allen is out there with Thomas. Then there's Karis LeVert. And it's Chioza in at the point. And for the Pacers, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Victor Oladipo. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. And it's Holiday in at the shooting guard. The Nets on offense. Coming into the NBA, Victor Oladipo, Greg, drew some comparisons to Dwayne Wade, but it was working out with D-Wade that helped take Victor's game to the next level.
And listen, anytime you're the second overall pick, which he was back in 2013, stardom is expected. It just took a while. Now he's got to apply that same work ethic to overcoming the knee injury.
Now here is Harris. Allen left side. Outside Thomas. Back to Allen. Stolen by Warren. Stolen by Allen. Here's Thomas. Out to Harris. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Brogdon.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Pass to LeVert. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Brooklyn needs to get off a shot here. And it goes down 2 points.
I see you, Jared. I see you expanding your game, broadening the horizons. Nice looking shot there, big fella.
Stolen by LeVert. Wound up there for Allen. And it's Allen with the jam.
I tell you, he's playing the game with pure excitement right now.
He capped off that dunk with some serious hang time on the rim.
Yeah, just couldn't contain himself. Couldn't control himself there.
Stolen by Allen. Ball's knocked loose. Pass to LeVert. Turner with the steal. Oladipo goes in. And he converts the layup.
Yeah, he's proven to be more than just a jump shooter now. Oladipo also has the touch needed to score inside.
Harris with it. Now defended by Warren. And Brooklyn with another turnover here. They went to Indiana for their last meeting with the Pacers and came out with a win.
And their last matchup was a nail-biter, but they hung on. And in part, it was because of their rebound.
That was the definitive difference. I mean, it came down to the final seconds, but the tough work on the glass they did carried the day.
The Pacers making a change here. McDermott's checked in. Clark, you were such a terrific athlete growing up, and it must be fun for you watching your kids and soon your grandkids go through their athletic journeys.
It really is one of the great blessings and treats of my life to see our kids grow and develop as people, but also to enjoy different sports. Our boys played basketball and soccer, and my daughter played volleyball, all played in college at some level. And so it is great. Anytime you see your kids find their lane, enjoy running in it, and do well in that lane, it's joy indescribable.
Good.
Boy, LeVert's showing you his unselfishness there. I mean, if you're open, he loves getting you the ball.
There's the pass to Brogdon. We've got 1:23 left in the first quarter of the game. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for Brooklyn. They're moving on after the tough loss they took at the hands of the Warriors. Allen, that's good.
And he's caught fire this quarter yet to miss a shot.
For Indiana, they've gone 50% from the field to this point, 4 of 8. Warren kicks to Brogdon. Now the feed to Turner. It's stolen by Allen. Knocked away. Harris outside. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. LeVert's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Passes it to McDermott. And here's Brogdon from the arc. It's hauled in by Thomas. Nets leading by 4. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Allen drives in. Pass to Harris. Allen inside. Turner covering. Allen, that's good.
Just impressed with the teamwork out there, setting the table for one another.
5 straight baskets, Greg, resulting from assists. They're playing as one unit out there.
Pass to Johnson. Solid play on the low block, and that one's good.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also getting guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And now we'll get a perspective here on the hustle game, how it's been going for Brooklyn.
Well, I think the defensive aggressiveness on display here has caught him off guard, playing airtight defense and coming up with the steal.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
We've got T.J. McConnell and it's Sampson in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers.
Wow, check out that assist. That's a pair of teammates that are clearly on the same page.
And with the signing of Durant and Irving along with DeAndre Jordan, Greg, are the Brooklyn Nets now claiming the mantle for the top team in New York?
Listen, they were already the better team a season ago. After stealing the Knicks' thunder in free agency, acquiring the superstar talent, they're poised to steal the Knicks' cultural relevance as well.
There's Crawford with the 3. He can't get that one to fall. So the Pacers will take it the other way. They couldn't put the pieces together, losing that last matchup with Boston.
Yeah, nowhere near at their best throughout the course of that game. A scrappy performance, but in the end, just not enough.
Yeah, a lot of character on display, a lot of guts. You're right. Even as shaky as they were, I would guess they felt they let one get away from them.
McConnell kicks to Sumner. Back to McConnell. Holiday, the pass to Sampson. On, here we go. Crawford all alone. Pacers trail by 12. The pass to be Johnson. Here's Karuch. Passes it to Llewellyn. And he banks in the layup. Karuch has got his first basket of the night.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. They need this. And he lays it up and in.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
To the wing right side. Now Crawford. And there's the foul. It'll go on T.J. McConnell. That's his first foul. The Pacers making a change here. Holiday's checked in. Pass to Karuch. Back to Crawford. Shot clock at 6. Muwawu, the pass to Karuch. That's tipped, and they force the shot clock violation. Great D. Pacers trail by 12. McConnell kicks to Holiday. Here in the second quarter, we've played a little over 2.5 minutes now. Here's Sampson, and the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
McDermott's checked in for Indiana. Clark, over the last couple decades, the role of the big man has changed and required more skill outside shooting among them.
Yeah, that's one of the things. And then the ability to move your feet defensively.
Yes.
Because the three-point shot spaces the floor so much, and a lot of times teams will have 4, maybe 5 perimeter shooters out there regardless of size. So big guys, if they're going to play in that type of an alignment, have to be able to move their feet and effectively guard perimeter players and also make shots from the perimeter as well.
Amazing to see guys that big out there sometimes with a one-on-one with the guard, like on the three-point line.
No doubt. And also the big guys, we've got a ton of them, Kevin, across the league that can really knock down the three-point shot.
And so Crawford will bring it up for the Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points, and he comes up with the deuce. And the Nets lead by 10.
I mean, the number of points they've scored in the paint already here is eye-opening.
Tries from 10. Bitadze with the bucket.
Yeah, they've gotten into a nice flow this quarter.
Yeah, looking to turn things around here, Greg, and cut into this lead.
And Temple kicks to Luwawu Cabarro. Here's Temple, guarded by Holiday. There's Chiozza. Off target with his 3. The Pacers have gone 4 of 6 in the field here in the second. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
That's exactly how it should be done. Get the bump, concentrate on the shot, and you'll get the bucket too.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And the free throw, no good.
And though they've made the playoffs 4 straight years, Indiana can't seem to get past the first round.
And it's not for a lack of effort, guys. The effort is there. The chemistry and continuity is there. They suffered a big, untimely injury, though, one to Victor Oladipo, and it's been hard for them to attract top free agents as well.
Holiday with it, and Allen picks him up defensively. Here's the 3. The rebound by the Nets. 16 seconds left in the first half. Here's LeVert. The second effort, the second chance effort, and easy 2 points on the layup. LeVert's got his second basket.
And, you know, we've talked about LeVert's vertical before, guys, and they're using it to be a force on the glass.
Holiday gets the bucket. Got it off in time, and the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's Brooklyn in the...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, it's Brooklyn out in front at the half. They have a solid 8-point lead. And over to Shaq. Thanks for joining.
And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Jared Allen with a strong contribution so far in this one.
What a welcome surprise that first half. Went above and beyond his usual scoring output.
Well, you know what? They've given him an increased role tonight, and he's taken full advantage of it.
So for Brooklyn now, Lance Thomas out there with Jared Allen. Then there's Karis LeVert. Then there's Harris. And it's Chiozza in at the point guard position.
Boy, he's able to burn you on the drive. Gotta like Brogdon being aggressive in these situations.
Thomas kicks to Allen. Shoots over Turner. That's good from Allen on the assist by Thomas. Allen's got 12.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, if that's a harbinger of things to come, he's looking at having a very big second half.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
And out of bounds as the Pacers gain possession.
Well, I covered Jared Allen in college, and you look at the physical profile he's got. 7.5-foot wingspan, big hands, explosive, really good athlete. And he's got all the tools and an upside without limits.
And that one, good. 6 points for T.J. Warren.
Boy, that's outstanding court awareness from Oladipo. Head up and found the open man.
And Thomas, here we go. Tries again. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. TJ Warren picks one up.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Edmund Sumner's checked in for Aaron Holiday. You were talking, Clark, about Allen's length and leaping ability. He's dangerous around the rim.
Boy, he sure is, guys. Still developing his skill game, but he's already more than serviceable at the offensive end of the floor. And we know he's a rim protector defensively. Good feet, gets up and down, has a nice touch and good hands. Boy, this guy is going to be some kind of player going forward.
Clark, you played the traditional power forward position in the NBA years you had back in the 80s at such a high level. Who's doing that right now?
Tell you what, the power forward position has changed so much, Kevin. These 4 men now are not really the enforcing type physical guys that we saw in the 80s and even 90s. They're agile, they're rim protectors, they're shot makers from deep. And guys like Anthony Davis and Marcus Aldridge.
Yes.
Man, I tell you, Anthony Davis goes to the top of my list in today's game.
Blake Griffin, another one with Detroit.
Yeah, good call.
Chioza passes to Thomas. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Thomas got his first basket.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Sumner. Whistle blows. Bucket is good. And he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game. And so Crawford will bring it up for the Nets. They've led by as many as 14 points. Here's Allen. It's good again, and an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Well, he's just zoned in. I mean, in most cases, taking quality shots very much within the flow of the offense.
Here's McDermott, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Yeah, because McDermott is such a good shooter, it's hard to stay down on his pump fake. He does a nice job of getting the defender to bite and draw the foul. You know, for a team like the Nets, building without top picks, player development becomes critical. I mean, the Nets have made that a key focus for their franchise, and you can see the results paying dividends now.
And Brooklyn making a change here. Johnson's checked in. Bitadze, the pass to McDermott, tries it from 9. Karuch grabs the board. Nets leading by 3. Inside. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Crawford. Clark, you were talking about the Nets player development. Guys like Spencer Dinwiddie and Joe Harris were signed as free agents.
Yeah, and you know, guys, a coaching staff dedicated to taking them to the next level in terms of improvement and player development. The investment they make in their top-notch training facility, all of that focus paying off for them.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And you know you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
This team really feeds off of one another in terms of their energy.
Perhaps, Greg, some type of motivational speech at halftime got both of these teams fired up.
The offensive rebound, McDermott. And there's the bucket. Stay with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, Greg, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Back to Kurucs. Luwawu controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, big time put back there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder.
And night in and night out, that's what he provides.
Textbook, nice pass, great catch, even better finish.
There's 39 seconds left to play in the 3rd. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's going to be on Doug McDermott.
No question he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And a finalist for Coach of the Year in 2019, Nate McMillan passing 600 wins last season.
Well, you think about that. That's an impressive milestone for an outstanding coach in Nate McMillan. He moved into the top 25 all-time in wins. He's had 2 other stops as a head coach, Portland and Seattle, and I think he's doing some of his best work with the Pacers. This is the kind of unselfishness you love seeing from Brogdon, making sure he gets it to the open man.
Johnson dishes to Thomas. And a missed layup.
The bucket just not well protected, but still he doesn't convert too often. That's been the story with him.
And as we finish the third quarter, it's still close. Both teams trading baskets. Nets lead by 1. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Indianapolis. And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or 2 when he needs to.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. All right, now a chance to set the floor courtesy of Gatorade. Fourth quarter action, all fueled up and ready to go. On the court for Indiana, Warren and Turner at the 4 and 5. Then there's Malcolm Brogdon. Then there's Oladipo. And it's Holiday in at the 2-guard spot. Back to Thomas. Oladipo against Harris. Pass to LeVert. 6 to shoot. Knocked loose. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nets will retain possession. And Brooklyn making a change here. Chioza's checked in. Just 5 to shoot. Harris kicks to Thomas. The 3. That one, no good. So Indiana will take it the other way.
You know, even though they're on top, they're winning. I mean, they could use more from him. Trying to shut the door on this one.
Warren, good. Warren's got the first basket as we get going in the 4th for Indiana.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. They've worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Here's Chioza. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Oladipo, good.
You know, Oladipo feels like he can take and make this shot whenever he wants to. You can just see the confidence.
To the middle, here's Allen, and it's Allen slamming it down.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball.
Somebody you can count on. He is an extremely reliable finisher.
Right side Holiday. Warren the pass to Holiday. Rebounded by the Nets. Thomas got his 6th rebound on the night. Harris kicks to Allen. Upside Thomas. Shoots over Warren. Thomas gets the bucket. And the Nets lead by 1. Well, as we move into the 4th, it's been an even game.
Guys, teams have exchanged the lead 5 times thus far.
The kick out to Oladipo. Warren trying to break loose. And there's Oladipo on the assist from Brogdon.
Guys, he's become a legitimate shooter from distance. Victor Oladipo is now somebody the defense has to respect from beyond the arc.
Thomas passes to Allen. And it's sent back by Turner. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Turner. Here's Harris. The pass to LeVert. Shot clock at 5. Here's Thomas. Allen trying to break free. Poked away. The Pacers have gone 3 of 5 here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Here's Brogdon. It's good. Brogdon's got the lead up to 4 now for the Pacers.
Boy, it's clear why people are high on Brogdon. His ability to take over on important possessions, outstanding.
To the inside. Cross contact on the shot, and now a 3-point play chance as he'll head to the line.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
And let's get your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Pacers.
You know, with their fast break operating so efficiently, I mean, you can see why they've gone with it throughout the game.
And another thing, they've created a lot of turnovers, but they've also been able to convert when they've gotten out in the transition.
And, guys, Allen is certainly in the zone. I mean, he's found his rhythm, and when he does that, he'll stay with it. He won't let up.
Turner against Allen. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for Indiana.
Good on the first, and that increases their lead to 6.
Boy, I tell you, Turner is a dominant force who imposes his will on whoever is on him. But what you have to like and respect is his work ethic.
And he adds to their lead with some very solid free throws.
And there's the call on Malcolm Brogdon. That is his first foul of the game. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Here's Chioza. He's guarded by Brogdon. Here's Thomas. Got it. Good job in the low post. Thomas got 4 points now in the quarter.
You love how each side has risen to the challenge throughout this one.
Hey, defense is taking a back burner, secondary on the marquee, but who doesn't love a game like this? Let's go. I like offense.
And he gets the bucket.
Confident in the paint, Turner knows he can cash in from this area.
The Nets have gotten just under 45% of their attempts to drop in the fourth. 4 of 9. Here's Thomas. Allen trying to break free. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
And Holiday kicks to Brogdon. Clock at 6. It's Oladipo on the wing. Indiana needs to get a shot off. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And here's Thomas, who brings it up for the Brooklyn Nets. Here's Chioza. From outside, off the mark. Outside, Holiday. Back to Warren. It's Oladipo on the wing. The shot by Brogdon, wide open. No good there. So it's Indiana picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me, Kevin, what stood out is just